And we're going.
Okay.
This is Morgan Fairchild, and we're on the set of
Workers' Comp.
And tell about that, what you are and what this is.
I play the owner of this company that specializes in workers' comp cases and work with a lot of insurance companies. And it's sort of all the dysfunctional personalities that work with me and for me, including me. And so kind of a slightly different version of The Office, I guess. It's an office with a lot of eccentric personalities in it.
Comedy.
Yeah, comedy.
And this is the pilot, and that's always the tough, right?
Yeah, but it's been pretty good. The pilot is always, tough. Everybody getting to know each other and trying to figure out what you're going to do with the characters and stuff. But I've got Robert Carradine on here and David Proval, who a lot of people remember from The Sopranos and
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. So we got some good people here. So, we're having fun, just getting to play with it a little bit.
Now, I've checked out some of your videos that are online on YouTube in the last day or so to find out comedy. And
I'm afraid to hear what video is on YouTube of me.
Well, there's the one where you're talking to Charlie Sheen going, what hums and has multiple orgasms?
Oh, yeah, I get that one back a lot.
Now, and then you played Chandler's mom on Friends.
Yeah.
So when did all of a sudden you started going towards the comedy? Because people who, like my age, would not say, Morgan Fairchild, comedy?
Well, because Morgan Fairchild started in the theater, so I grew up doing comedy through my childhood and adolescence. And then when I first got to Hollywood, I got typecast as a comedian because I was doing Happy Days, and I did the first season of Mork and Mindy. And, then I got into some of the dramas, and then people forget you ever did comedy. Although with shows like Flamingo Road and Falcon Crest, playing them as comedy is what made people like it, because you basically take a one-dimensional bitch character, and I would ad-lib the hell out of it and make her funny, so you wanted to hear what she said every week. And, it was kind of interesting because Joan Collins did the same thing on Dynasty, and Larry Hagman on Dallas, of take characters that weren't necessarily supposed to be that important, but making them funny. And a funny bad guy is something that you can really parlay on television, especially in a series. People want to hear what you're going to say, what are you going to do. But I did a lot of comedy. Then I did a bunch of the dramas, and then I went back and did Murphy Brown in the late 80s and got an Emmy nomination for that.
Yay.
For doing comedy again. Then people start typecasting you as comedy again, and I'm doing Roseanne, and I'm doing Sybil, and I'm doing Friends, and then you have to remind them that you actually do drama, too.
You played the girlfriend of Sandra Bernhardt's character? Is that?
Yeah. In 92, and it was kind of, they called and offered it to me, and I thought it was an interesting thing. It would be the first time a lipstick lesbian had been shown on camera. And so I knew that through the whole show, Sandra Bernhard was talking about her new girlfriend. And I knew the last person anyone in America would expect to see walk through that door was Morgan Fairchild. So I thought that was pretty funny. So we did that story arc. It was pretty groundbreaking at the time.
So what happens after production?
I go home.
I mean, do you go on to another project right away, or do you have anything?
We're waiting to see. There's something that's going to be working up in Canada at the end of the month, and we're just waiting to get that offer. So we'll see if we get the offer on it. They keep calling, and then they don't book it.
When do you find out if this sells?
I have no idea. We finish it. We're not even finished yet, and then they get to take it to market and see if it sells.
But you're almost done. When? When do you finish up?
Tomorrow.
Now, how long have you been down here?
Since Saturday.
Wow, that's like just coming down, going to the beach, and hey, I think I'll go over to the set, shoot a couple of scenes, and...
Hardly. You've got a very strange perception of showbiz.
No, I read what you wrote. It was like eat, on set, learn lines. I think it was pretty much what it was.
And sleep occasionally, yeah. But basically, that's why I haven't really gone anywhere, done anything while I'm here in Bradenton, is because I'm either on the set, on my way to the set, on my way home, or, trying to learn lines and get ready for the next day and make sure I get enough rest and everything, because it's kind of high energy and it's also hot. And we shot a scene yesterday that was very hot because it was a small, not a tiny room, but a small room with a big party with lots of people and a lot of lights. And so, it gets to be like 100 degrees, and you're just sitting there trying to look glamorous, trying not to let the hair turn into a Brillo pad, and, the makeup run off your face, and keep it all going. So by the end of a day in 4-inch platforms in 100-degree heat, you're ready to collapse.
And did I read something about a chicken?
Oh, we've got this great chicken. He was so cute. So yesterday, I give this box with a chicken in it to one of the characters, and we opened the box, and we were hoping the chicken would, stick his head up. I finally got him to do it in one of the rehearsals, stick his head up. Well, when we did it for tape, he jumped up and landed on the box right in my face. We got it in one take, and then he took off across. Then when we did it again, he took off across the room, poor thing, and he's okay though.
Now tell them you're on Twitter, so they can follow your career. You're on Twitter now. Tell them where you are on Twitter.
I'm Morg Fair, at Morg Fair, MorgFair, because somebody else stole my name. And so I can't use Morgan Fairchild, which irritates the hell out of me.
You should have gone with the Morgan
Well,
Fairchild.
they told me that you can only have so many letters, and the Morgan Fairchild is too many, I think. Maybe they lied. I'm just getting going on this, so I'm learning a lot,
I think 961 followers the last time I looked, but who's counting? And Twitter.
It's pretty good. I mean, I've only been doing it a couple of months, so, and I didn't really set out to get followers. I set out to follow, I'm a foreign policy nut, so I really set out to follow the Egyptian revolution, because I remembered that when the Iranian Revolution happened a couple of years ago, that that's how all the news was getting out. So when Egypt started falling apart, I got on Twitter and started following that. So most of the people I follow are actually foreign policy people, either reporters or people in the field, and are from different countries. So I follow
Nora O'Donnell and hold on, who did I read this today? There's another one. Chris Kansing.
Oh, Chris is a buddy of mine.
Okay.
Nora's not in the field. Oh, Chris is an old buddy of mine.
Okay.
So. And then I love Richard Engel, all the work he's been doing over there, and I
yeah.
knew that he was supposed to be back in New York this week on a little brief break from Libya. So, these guys take all these chances for us to just get the news. I mean, they could get killed, and a bunch of them have gotten beaten up. Greg Palcutt from Fox got beaten up. Some of them have been kidnapped, you mean?
And both sides were shooting at Geraldo.
Well... He's put himself in the middle of that, but, you have to give it to Geraldo. He went right out there and got right in the middle of everything.
That's his Puerto Rican machismo.
Yeah,
He'd tell you that.
Yeah. Well, I've done Geraldo's show a bunch of times. He's a buddy. I've known him since the 70s, But for these guys that go out and put their life on the line for us to get the news, you just want to say thank you, because they really are risking their lives in these particular coverages. So I'm monitoring Yemen, Libya, Egypt.
I have an it's called Iraqi government following me. I'm going, wow.
I have an Egyptian news service following me. I'd be worried about the Iraqi
government. If it says Al Jazeera, then I would block Al Jazeera. I'm sorry, I don't care if you're watching this or not.
No, I follow Al Jazeera English. I don't think I can follow the Arabic, but I follow Al Jazeera English. They've been doing very good coverage on all of this. They get sometimes different news perspectives, so it's interesting to sort of see what they're saying. But that's what's interesting is you follow some of the reporters, so you're getting the overall coverage for Western, and then I follow a lot of people that are actually citizens of these countries that are reporting about, the Tahrir Square in Egypt, or what's going on in Syria and Bahrain.
Wait till you see who starts following you, and you look at the name, and you'll see Bahrain up there, you'll see Yemen, you'll see Christmas Islands, and you go. So yes.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the great equalizer with the internet, unless some country decides to shut it down.
Yeah, well, I think they make a mistake in trying to shut down all the communications, but it's what dictators do a lot. So, but it's been very interesting because you sort of follow things in a different way than you would just on the evening news, because so much of what I'm following isn't ever even reported in this country. I mean, I was telling my boyfriend one night, the new prime minister. Yeah. Come in. The new prime minister of Egypt just made a speech that he got questioned a lot on TV and trying to do a Q&A, and he got taken apart. Now, then they say he resigns. But in America, nobody said why he resigned. It's because he did this speech and did a Q&A on Egyptian television and sort of said a lot of really not so great stuff. Hold on 1 second.
Give about a minute.
1 minute? Okay.
We're not going to cut this. Not at all. So next time we see you, hopefully the show will be on, getting ready to start its at least second season.
Well, we'll see.
And you have to come back here to do the show. Do not go to Canada.
Oh.
We will welcome you back here.
I'm on the board of SAG and AFTRA. I want production to stay in America. I want jobs in America.
Thank you. I tell the people that. I said, now, and I got to tell the people watching, she looks just as good in real life. And I don't care. She's only 35. Her IMDb is a lie. Thank you very much for your time.
Sure, thank you, and it's nice to meet you after the Twitter.
We'll be back there at least online to get. Thank you very much.
And hello to all my Twitter fans. It's nice to see you. And for those who think that it's not me at Morg Fair, he will verify. David will verify for you that it's Morg Fair.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.